Good evening. It's Friday, January 31, 2020 here in Cebu City. I'm Cherry Ann Lim, and here's all you need to know in NewsBits tonight. President Rodrigo Duterte has ordered a temporary travel ban covering all tourists coming from Hubei province in China. This comes a day after the Health Department confirmed the first case of the 2019 novel coronavirus acute respiratory disease in the country. Here's Nico Tubo for the details.
President Rodrigo Duterte has ordered a temporary travel ban covering all tourists coming from Hubei province in China following the announcement of the country's first confirmed case of the 2019 novel coronavirus acute respiratory disease. Hubei is the province in China where Wuhan, the epicenter of the infectious disease, is located. China has implemented a lockdown on Hubei since January 24. Presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo said the travel ban will last until the threat is over. The Department of Health said it will also recommend the expansion of the travel ban to cover more Chinese provinces as more new cases have been reported. As of Friday afternoon, China reported 9,692 confirmed cases of the new virus and the death toll rose to 213. In the Philippines, the Health Department said there is no additional positive cases. But as of Friday noon, 2 more patients have been placed under investigation for the novel coronavirus, bringing the total recorded number of patients to 31. Of the 31, 23 patients are currently admitted and isolated, while 6 have been discharged but are still under strict monitoring. 1 patient also reportedly died, but it has not yet been confirmed whether the cause was the novel coronavirus, as he was also found to be positive for HIV. Nico Tubo, NewsBits Tonight.
The Department of Trade and Industry has recorded a shortage of face masks in Central Visayas amid the spike in demand. Here in Cebu City, 7 pharmacies will be investigated amid reports of overpricing. Here's Kenneth Torres for the details.
Some small and big pharmacies in Cebu City ran out of supplies of face masks due to high demand. This after the Department of Health confirmed yesterday the first case of 2019 novel coronavirus acute respiratory disease in the country. Wearing a face mask is one of the recommendations of DOH to protect against the infectious disease. Early this morning, Cebuanos flocked to a medical supply store located along Osmeña Boulevard in Cebu City to buy face masks. The store only allowed each person to buy 1 box that contains 50 pieces of face mask worth 190 pesos. DTI Central Visayas Director Aster Caberte said they have already requested more mask supplies from 3 major pharmacies in the region since Monday to address the sudden spike in demand. She said AllStar Pharmacy, Mercury Drugs, and Watson's committed to provide more supplies. As the demand rises, some pharmacies have reportedly increased the prices of face masks. Cebu City Councilor Dave Tumulak said they have identified 7 stores in the city for overpricing face masks. Tumulak, who personally checked various pharmacies in the city, said that price of regular face mask ballooned to 8 pesos, while the N95 masks are sold up to 200 pesos. DTI will look into the reports and if found guilty for overpricing, Mayor Edgardo Labella said he will order foreclosure of these pharmacies. The public is urged to report stores who increase prices of face masks. Documents like the official receipt, invoice, or delivery receipt with complete address of seller are necessary for the filing of reports. Based on the suggested retail price, a regular face mask should not be sold above 8 pesos. Under the Consumer Act, overpricing of goods and commodities is unlawful and violators may be penalized up to 300,000 pesos. Kenneth Torres, NewsBits Tonight.
More stories in NewsBits Tonight after this short break. The Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board has ordered all public utility vehicle drivers and conductors to wear face masks while on duty. Here's Nico Tubo for the details.
The Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board has ordered all public utility vehicle drivers and conductors to wear face masks at all times while on duty. The order was made a day after the Department of Health confirmed the first case of 2019 novel coronavirus acute respiratory disease in the country. The LTFRB has also mandated terminal operators to ensure proper sanitation and cleanliness in their premises. The memorandum also ordered operators to provide free face masks as well as to make available disinfectant or sanitizer dispensers to passengers. A penalty of 5,000 pesos will be fined to those who will not follow the memorandum. Cebu South Bus Terminal Operations Chief Carmen Quijano said all drivers, conductors, and even passengers should wear face masks inside the terminal and bus. Nico Tubo, NewsBits Tonight.
For the latest in sports, here's Kenneth Torres.
The National Basketball Association All-Star Game is going to have plenty of new faces. This after the NBA released the list of NBA All-Star reserves. The list included 6 players who are first-timers. Among the All-Star reserves are Kyle Lowry of Toronto Raptors, Miami's Jimmy Butler, Philadelphia's Ben Simmons, Milwaukee's Chris Middleton, Portland's Damian Lillard, Denver's Nikola Jokic, Houston's Russell Westbrook, and Oklahoma City's Chris Paul. The other reserves are all first-time selections that include Miami's Bam Adebayo, Boston's Jason Tatum, Indiana's Domantas Sabonis, New Orleans' Brandon Ingram, and Utah duo of Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. After bagging 5 championships in the Western Conference in NBA, no members of the Golden State Warriors made it to the roster. The NBA announced that the first 3 quarters of the All-Star Game would be turned into a mini-game for charity before an untimed final quarter with a target score that will decide which team wins. Scores will be reset back to 0 at the start of the second and third quarters, then restored to begin the fourth quarter. Kenneth Torres, NewsBits Tonight.
To get the latest, visit www.sunstar.com.ph. Follow us on our YouTube channel and official social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Cherry Ann Lim. Good evening.